Welcome to Grammar with Altaf. I'm Annie, and today we'll learn subordinating conjunctions and complex sentences.
Hello, I'm Altaf, and we'll explain common subordinating conjunctions and how they form complex sentences.
A subordinating conjunction links a dependent clause to an independent clause. It shows time, cause, condition, contrast, purpose, or manner.
The independent clause can be seen as the main idea, and the dependent clause as extra information that cannot stand alone. Subordinating conjunctions make that connection.
Common subordinating conjunctions include after, although, as, because, before, if, since, though, unless, until, when, where, while, and whereas.
There are pairs and multi-word subordinators like even though, as long as, so that, in case, provided that, and in order that.
They appear in complex sentences, which combine one independent clause with one or more dependent clauses. For example, I called you because I needed help.
That sentence is complex. I called you is independent, and because I needed help is dependent, giving the reason.
A dependent clause may come before or after the main clause. Placement affects punctuation and emphasis.
When a dependent clause comes first, a comma follows it. Example, because I needed help, I called you.
When the main clause comes first, a comma is usually omitted. Example, I called you because I needed help.
Subordinating conjunctions express different relationships. If, unless, and provided that indicate conditions. Example, if it rains, the match will be postponed.
Contrast words such as although and though introduce unexpected or opposing information. Example, although it was raining, we went out.
Time subordinators like when, after, before, until, and while show timing relationships. Example, after she finished her homework, she watched a movie.
Cause and reason are signaled by because, since, and as. Example, she stayed home because she felt ill.
Purpose is sometimes shown with so that or in order that. Example, he studied hard so that he could pass the exam.
Condition can be direct or hypothetical, and words like if, unless, provided that, and in case express that meaning. Example, you will pass if you study.
Result or consequence may be expressed with so that in particular contexts. Example, the noise increased so that the neighbors complained.
Punctuation and emphasis change with clause order. Starting with a dependent clause often highlights the reason or condition.
Each clause should have its own subject and verb unless a reduced clause is used. Grammatical agreement within clauses remains important.
Reduced clauses omit the subject or auxiliary verb when the meaning is clear. Example, walking down the street, she saw a cat.
Some subordinators occur with specific verb forms in reduced constructions. After and before sometimes pair with gerunds or participles.
Subordinating conjunctions may join clauses with different tenses, and the sequence of tenses affects the time relationships between clauses.
For instance, she said that she would come later. The word that introduces reported speech and shifts the tense.
Complex sentences can contain multiple dependent clauses. Example, When the rain stopped and after the road dried, we continued our journey.
Parallel structure is important when joining clauses. Maintaining similar verb forms keeps sentences balanced.
Words like where and wherever add place information. Example, we visited the town where he grew up.
Expressions such as and as if describe manner or comparison. Example, she looked as if she had seen a ghost.
Coordinating conjunctions such as and, but differ from subordinators and join clauses of equal rank rather than dependent clauses.
One way to identify a subordinating conjunction is to see whether the clause it introduces can stand alone. If not, the introducing word is likely subordinating.
A common exercise is identifying the subordinating conjunction and underlining the dependent clause. Tests often require labeling clauses to demonstrate understanding.
Short model sentences illustrate usage. Unless she calls, we will leave. When he arrived, he knocked quietly. Because it snowed, school was canceled.
Complex sentences enrich writing and speech by adding nuance reasons, conditions, contrasts, time markers, and places without changing the main fact.
Excessive length or stacked dependent clauses can reduce clarity, so writers often balance complex structures with shorter independent sentences.
Before closing, an additional point is that some subordinators appear inside reported speech and affect formality and tone. Words like whether and if signal reported questions or conditions.
Certain subordinators feel more formal provided that and in order that, while shorter forms such as so that and if are more common in everyday speech. Choice affects tone.
Complex sentences also influence emphasis. Placing the dependent clause first or keeping it concise can shift the reader's focus without changing the facts.
Understanding these subtleties helps speakers and writers control emphasis, clarity, and rhythm while keeping meaning intact.
A frequent point is the role of the word that. It often introduces noun clauses as a subordinating element and typically does not use a comma.
The pair whether and if can overlap. Whether often appears in alternatives or more formal contexts, while if frequently marks conditions.
Embedded dependent clauses may become long, and writers sometimes use punctuation or rephrasing to preserve readability and flow.
Complex sentences appear in many registers conversations, essays, reports, and recognizing subtleties aids comprehension and more precise expression.
Grammar awareness of subordinating conjunctions supports clearer meaning choices and more varied sentence rhythms in both speech and writing.
Thank you for listening. This discussion collected key points about subordinating conjunctions, complex sentence structure, punctuation, and tone.
A final note. Noticing subordinators improves reading and editing, making expression more accurate, varied, and natural.